Hello guys, and welcome back to this channel. So it's 6 p.m., which obviously means that I'll not be looking for trades anymore. So we can talk about the recap of the 714 method today. Now on gold, finally, after the 714 method did not give a trade on Monday and also on Friday, after it's refusing to also give a trade on Friday, which is here, it finally gave a trade on Monday. But obviously, as you can see, price did not get taken. It did not pick my trade before it went to the TP. And if you are on this chart very well, or if you're on this channel rather very well, you realize that this morning I uploaded a video. In that video, I was talking about this trade, how I wanted price to come here, pick my trade and shoot all the way up, right? And obviously, if you are someone who has actually understood that this is a good zone, by now you have also been in this trade while it's here. But that's just by the way. So the 714 method did not work on gold today. Now, just a recap. Some people don't really know what the 714 method is, which you should go to this channel. There's a video, a full video of it. And there are countless of videos that I've used it live, right? So you can see everything going on. And I explain to you how I'm going to trade it. The reason why you are seeing this is I just use my logic to build an indicator. So now I don't have to come and plot this or that and search for my level to execute. The indicator will use the way I think to do what, to plot it and find a level for me so that I'll be able to execute right. So here's how it works. You come onto the charts, 11 a.m., that is GMT, or that is UTC plus 0, right? So 11 a.m., you mark this this 1 hour line, right? So you mark a vertical line, you mark another vertical line around what? 12 p.m. If you are in a location that is not using GMT plus 0 or UTC plus 0, you can actually change the time to actually understand how it works. Or better still, just look at the charts, look at this chart, find it on your trading view, and that is it. You are good to go. You know the location of the 714 method. So after marking this, we want price to be in an uptrend, and we are looking forward for a sell, and we also want price to be in a downtrend, and we are looking forward for a buy. That is all within that zone, right? Now, I'll have to tell you this. Building this indicator took me a very long time. But after it has been done, I've been way successful on the 714 method as compared to years that I've traded. I've traded it more than, I think, getting close to 2 years now. No, getting close to a year now. It did not really keep. It's just a new strategy. Getting close to a year now, but obviously, I think 2 years or something like that. Yeah, I think this is 2 years of the 714 method, right? But that's it, by the way. So gold finally gave a trade with the 714 method, but it did not go according to the plan. It never took my trade right. Now let's look at BTC. BTC actually went straight to SL very, very fast. This was extremely fast. I did not even question myself, right? Although I was already looking at it coming down to somewhere here because this was a very high demand zone, right? So I do not really worry about this right here. Now, why did I say after building this indicator, it has made my life extremely easy? Look at this. This trade wouldn't have been possible if not because of this indicator. Why am I saying that? Now, I and you, right? Let me just take this off for a second, right? So let me take this off for a second. This is the zone of the this is the zone of the 714 method, right? You can see it just right here. From this zone all the way up to this. This looks more or less like what? An uptrend. And I would have been looking forward for a sell above here. I don't know if you've understood what I'm telling you. When you look within this range right here, this is an uptrend. You can see price come down and shoot all the way up, right? Very nice. And I would have been looking forward for a sell. If not because of this indicator today, I would have lost even the 714 method on GBP USD. But the indicator actually indicated a buy. And that is when I took my time and looked at the 714 method very well. I realized that we entered around here. Price entered around here, closed below here. So since this is above this, the indicator actually understood that price is in like what? A downtrend. So obviously, we should be looking forward for buys, which was superb. I mean, it was already on my support zone, which is this max level right here. But yes, it was a very good analysis by the indicator, right? So this was a full TP. Today, I couldn't trade all pairs. I couldn't trade all pairs. And some did not pick my trade. This never took my trade. It did not even come back to pick the trade at all, right? It never came back. This actually went straight to TP but ended up reversing all the way up. And I wish I actually caught this buy all the way up, but obviously sometimes you don't really have to stress yourself with trading. Just take your time, and it has already passed the time that I trade, so I don't really have to come onto the chart to make it forward for executions. Now, this was a sell and this was a what? SL hit. Immediately, just like BTC, this went straight SL. Now, if price had actually come all the way down to this one, I would have taken first TP right here because this looks more or less like a trend line liquidity for me. So I'll have taken first TP and I'll just want price to come and take this trend line liquidity. As let's start buying from here, or my demand from right here, right? But unfortunately, that did not happen. As you can see, the 714 method indicated that I should sell. So I sold. And this is another thing that I have to tell you. If I'm teaching you extractively, right? One of my students pissed me off with this. If I'm teaching you extractively, please come onto the charts and apply it. In trading, you don't learn on books and come onto the charts and start applying. You apply on the charts, find the mistakes that you are doing, and learn on the books. You understand what I'm telling you? Come onto the chart, find the order block, execute a trade on it. If it goes wrong, pick up your book, pick up the video that you're watching, understand again why that order block went wrong, or what is a good order block, or what is the one, the put support and resistance level, and apply it again. The more you apply on the charts, the more you understand how the trading strategy works. I was using this strategy and a lot of people weren't even kind of happy about it, right? I don't even understand. Because using this strategy, sharing live trades, you can go onto this channel, you see a lot live trades of this strategy, and I always explain how it works, right? This indicator is just for me and for people that's kind of in the market early and they don't really know how to use it. So probably that. But it's just for me. I put it on the chart. It makes it very easy for me and I execute because I already know how the trend moves. This was straight to TP. I did not trade a lot of trades. I did not, no, this I traded it. It was a loss. I traded this. No, I didn't. I did not trade this. I did not trade this today. And that would have been a loss, but it would have pained me a lot because this was the entry right here. Now, I don't really like trading the 714 method on pairs like this. You see, I would have entered somewhere here. Price, this would have been the TP below here. Now, this would have been 1:8, and this would have pained me a lot because it would have worked up, take me out and drop all the way down. Unless the SL was just a little bit bigger, that one you would have actually gotten a TP hit, right? So you realize that the indicator always try its possible best to give you a perfect zone for entry. Remember, not every zone is going to work. It's not every trade that you are going to win. So stop complaining about you executing trades and you're not winning. I did not trade this either. I told you today I not trade all the pairs because it's not every time that I actually wanted to trade video here, but price never came to it. So because of that, I did not trade the 714. This was on what's the name? Oil. I wanted to trade oil, but look at the drop oil has been. I mean, look at it. So because of this, I actually refused, and also I don't really trade oil with 714 method that much. But if I wanted to trade it, obviously the indicator already made it simple. I would have already been in a trade around here. Remember, immediately the 714 method ends. The last candle on it, you're already supposed to execute your trade. This was the TP, right? So this would have actually been a very massive dish. About 1:3, and price would have gotten to it eventually, right? So I would have gotten this trade, but I did not trade it. Now USDX actually traded it. It was a sell. Why? Because I wanted price to come into this this zone of demand, right? But price was just moving around this came and take just a little bit, created a whole lot of liquidity, equal loss liquidity. So when the 714 method indicated I should sell, that would have been a very good confluence. And I used it because that is actually a very good confluence. But I did not get a trade here. Why didn't I get a trade here? Because my spread was too loud. Yes, it was a full TP hit. I traded it, but I did not pick my trade. It went to TP, but I never took my trade. The spread was too wide that this right here did not get triggered. This did not get triggered. Even though it looks triggered here, It never got triggered on the account itself. So this wasn't really a profitable trade, even though it went to TP right. But let's look at AUD and NZD. I did not execute a trade here, and price hasn't even gotten there yet. And also, time is up. I'm not going to trade anymore. So I wouldn't really worry myself with this. Euro NZD, let's see what happened. Price, the more one method actually gave a buy and immediately came and took it right there, as you can see, right there. Stop loss right here. Now, one thing I hate about it being this tiny is because sometimes this will not pick because of the spread. It will not pick. Also, if I was trading today, my TP would have probably been here, and I would have been looking for the next TP right there because again, I would have been looking forward for this to be a kind of trend line liquidity thing. And I'll be hoping for price to get to this high right here. And that is just what I would have been waiting for. And obviously, as you can see, price will have pulled back into my SL and it'll be running around right. But that's just by the way, it did not work and I did not really stress myself on it. I did not trade this. I later on saw it and I was actually pissed. I stopped somewhere here. I don't know. No, after USDX, I was just looking around. I did not really trade that much today. I did not trade that much today. I also wanted to add more pairs because there was this analysis that I did on a weekly time frame on, I think, Euro card. I think it was Euro card or something like that. It got triggered. The alarm got triggered. So I was just busy on it, looking at it, right? But yes, this would have been a marvelous trade, even if your stop loss was here. If your spread is too tight, it would have gotten you out. But if your spread is kind of wide like mine, this shouldn't have been a stop loss hit. Price would have went all the way up to 10%. And as you can see, it will have hit. Now, that is just one thing about the 714 method. Remember, if you are someone that treats something like, how am I going to say, something like a profile account or something like that, use the 714 method. And if you are using the 714 method, make sure the SL is big. Remember, you just have to win, right? Make sure the SL is big. You are not looking forward for price coming down to hit this. No. What you are looking for, even if it's a week out, you want the wick to just come out and go back in. Do you understand that? So regardless, your stop loss is not going to be here. But if a closer of a candle actually comes all the way up here, then you just close the trade and you'll be free, right? But that's just by the way. This is the small format. I've used it a lot. It has changed my life. Saturday, that's changed my life. I have strategies that worked and I have strategies that I used that were perfect, that looked extremely good, like the MBK strategy made me a lot of money. But the Samoan Fall method was the only strategy that I actually trusted very, very well that I can execute a very huge trade on. And because of those huge trades, it's actually picked my trades, my account up very, very high up in the sky. And currently I just trade whenever I want. Whatever I do, I come onto the chart and trade anytime I want. I'm no longer chasing trades, right? And it's because of this. So try your best, just learn it. Give yourself some time. Understand. This is just two-step rules. Price does this, you do that. Price do this, you do that. That is all. You execute a sell if price is buying inside the zone. You execute a buy if price is selling inside that zone. That is all. The only thing you need to do is just find the good levels to execute, which is just this zone right here. And that is all. But that's just it. I'll see you guys soon. Remember, try your best and go through it. I think I'll make a short on this. A lot of people like the short videos. The one that is kind of small here or something like that. I'll try and see if I can do that. But that's it by the way. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to use it tomorrow. I'm currently only holding this trade right here. I wanted to buy on BTC as well. Again, but I'm not getting a lot of confluences yet. There's too much retracements, right? There's too much retracement. Now, this is good because if price comes down like this, for it to go up to take this high, it has to create something that looks more or less like this, right? It has to create something that looks more or less like this to carry the trend all the way up. So that should be good because price can just come down and just shoot up like that. That wouldn't be possible. Yeah, but that's just by the way. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to use the 7 for method tomorrow. Now, currently, I have to take this partial. I can't trade again, but I still have to take partials, right? So I'll be taking a lot of partials. I'll be taking a lot of partials. Um, I'm leaving only 2 lots on this.